Hey guys, it's Stan, and today's episode of Kono Subarashii Sekai ni Shukufuku wo. I really love this episode. In this episode we get to meet, I don't think they mentioned his name. I think they did, but I totally don't remember because he wasn't really a main cast of this crew anyways. He was one of the guys that Aqua sent to this world, and there were many things that made him really funny and stand out in this episode. He was the typical hero, like the one that had all this badass armor and cursed sword and shit like that. That would be the one that would technically be like the main character, but obviously this is all comedy's sake, and it's showing that he was just kind of useless, even though he was having all the strong armor and gear and shit like that. And the funniest part in this episode was when he challenges Kazuma, and Kazuma, I didn't think that Kazuma would have been able to actually steal that sword with his thieving power, because from the previous episodes we only see Kazuma actually being able to steal panties, so it was kind of surprising how he was able to steal actually the sword. And then he accidentally dropped the sword on his head because he was not able to use the cursed sword, only the guy who was holding on to it. So that was a really funny way to show how he defeated him without him even trying to defeat him. And another funny part was when they went back, he sold the sword when he came to look for his sword. He just sold it before he even got a chance to ask the sword back to him. Oh, and also the other part when the two followers, the two girls that were following that dude, when Kazuma was trying to scare him off with this perverted creepy smirk and shit like that with his fingers doing that shit. That was priceless. That was so priceless. His facial expression showed how what he was gonna do to the two girls, and the two girls already got that vibe from him. So they just fucking ran. And also in this episode, the main focus was Aqua, Kazuma, and that other hero guy, and Darkness and Megumin didn't really shine in this episode. They had a couple lines, but other than that, they didn't really do anything. They were really quiet. And even in the ending of this episode, it was so funny. I was not expecting in this episode for Durahan to come back in his fucking horse and then ask everybody, why the fuck is no one coming to my castle? Because we remember that last time he casted a spell on Darkness, and he was waiting for them to go to his castle to ask for forgiveness or whatever to get that get that spell off of Darkness. And then obviously we already know that Aqua released that spell, so they didn't need to go to the fucking castle. And the ending was hilarious. I think it was a really good way to end this episode for today. It was yesterday. It came out yesterday. Overall, what do you guys think? I thought it was a really good episode, and I'm out, guys.